You can see the entity in pictures, but it's like very subtle.
I don't want to say possessed, but
We're all a little bit psychic. We just have to listen.
I didn't even know that that's actually real.
So the last Sunday Scary that we recorded was about the house that we lived in Peoria, Illinois. And we kind of piggybacked off, or we are going to, off of that, because we were talking about bad dreams, not bad dreams, but my mom saw orbs and balloons and then had the sleep paralysis type thing happen to her, but it wasn't really sleep paralysis. And we talked about the hauntings. And then we kind of got into how I guess the question today is, do you think that it was the house or the bad energy that followed the person that you were with? I personally think it's the energy that follows the person. I think it can be the house, but in our instances, it may have been the energy that followed the person. What do you think?
I agree, because now that you said that, it did only happen when I was with that person.
And same with my situation.
I'm trying to think of the right word.
Yeah.
I don't want to say possessed, but like when someone has something bad
and it like follows
in them.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so for example, if someone were a murderer, they have this bad energy inside of them.
Well, right, yeah. Dark passenger.
Yes, exactly. Like dark energy, dark passenger.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I know what you're talking about, and it's not possessed, but that is the word that I want to use. I don't know. We'll think of the word, but I always had bad dreams whenever I was with him. And I did kind of think it was the house. But whenever I was with him, I would have like bad dreams at least once a week. And there was one very specific night where I remember having a bad dream and I couldn't wake up from it. I just couldn't breathe. It didn't feel like anyone was sitting on my chest or choking me. But I remember it was like some bald person that I had never seen before. They were like coming at me very slowly. And then all of a sudden they were behind me in my ear. And he said, "Get out." And that was like the scariest thing to me. It was like so creepy. And so
gave me tears.
I know.
I started getting tears.
Yeah, so that was my experience. Do you feel like that maybe happened to you? Like the energy followed, or?
I mean, it's possible. And while we were doing this, I actually looked it up, and they give like an explanation or like kind of examples of like this happening. And it's actually like a real thing. So do you want me to just like read this?
Yeah, you can read it.
It actually lines up with an actual phenomenon that's in cultural and like spiritual traditions. They call it like an energy transference. There's an idea that some people carry heavy, destructive, or dark energy and project it outwards. So basically, if someone is like sensitive or empathetic, they might pick up unconsciously on these energies. Like it's called an emotional or spiritual. They describe it like it's an antenna, like you're picking up on someone's stuff. And it actually says this. Listen to this. It manifests as physical sensations such as chest pressure, feeling drained, sudden coldness, sleep disturbances, waking up with sleep paralysis, or seeing strange things such as orbs, figures, or shadows.
Weird.
One more thing. And then it says the room feels heavy or oppressive when they're present. Crazy,
yeah, that's
right?
super. Yeah, no, that's really crazy, because I feel like that applies with like all of our stuff. But also, it reminds me of that book that we are reading. Like, I'm still reading it because I'm really slow at reading. But Signs, and like I'm not super big into like the psychic medium stuff, but
I like it.
Like I do believe it to an extent. I'm just not like a firm believer. But some things I do believe in. Like she explains in the book that we're all a little bit psychic. We just have to listen. And I was going to say the thing about being an empath, because empaths do attract narcissists, and so, like some narcissists have that dark energy. And we pick up on it which is like why we're so sensitive. And in the book, she explains it as like, you just have to listen to the signs. And I feel like empaths do pick up on those signs a lot more. And that's how we picked up on it, was like bad dreams, like night terrors and seeing stuff, like everything you just said.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't even know that that's actually like.
Well, I didn't either.
Real.
I just, yeah, I didn't know that either. I just kind of thought it.
It did cross my mind that it could be the person I was with. Cause like, you know, we talked about like, I had never experienced any of those bad things before or since, like ever since I broke it off with him and he's been out of my life. Like I've never experienced it. So, I mean, that could be.
It kind of reminds me of that movie. I forgot what it's called, but it's basically, and you know, you guys will get it if you've seen it. It's a horror movie about this like entity that follows this guy all the way through his childhood. Like you can see the entity in pictures, but it's like very subtle. And it follows him like all the way up to an adult. He is like, he transfers between this like real world and the dream world. So when he goes to sleep, he has dreams, like out of body experience type things where he like wanders, right? All those like entities that have followed him try to get in him like while he's asleep.
Ew.
I know. Yeah. You've probably seen this movie. Let me look it up.
You think so? It doesn't sound familiar to me.
Well, it's crazy. It's like one of my favorite scary movies because it is kind of creepy. And it's about dreams. Like dreams it's always scary when you do that. But anyway, so whenever he's asleep, there's a possibility that they can like invade him and like overcome him. Like don't even know what to look up. It's not The Conjuring, is it? No.
Can't be.
But it has that guy in it from The Conjuring.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. It might be The Conjuring, actually. I don't know. Hold on.
He would go into that like dream world, and there was like ticking the clocks ticking in there, and like, and they were doing this.
Yes. Wait.
That's it.
Is it that? Oh shoot! It could be Insidious also.
Actually,
it's Insidious. It's Insidious.
You're right.
It's not The Conjuring. Yeah.
I think I have seen that one. Yeah.
I feel like you have too, but it's crazy because they made a first and a second, you know? The second one is about the guy's son. And that's, yeah. So go watch it. It's good if you like thrillers.
Maybe I started watching it and I'm like, I can't do this. Because I like, remember I swore off.
It's very
scary movies. I'm like, I'm done with that. Like after The Conjuring, I was kind of like, now anytime I see a scary movie, I'm like, is it worth it? Not really. So then I just don't.
But yeah, anyway, so that movie reminded me of this situation, but a little bit different. Where like his is more sleep and out of body, but ours is like more empath. Like we feel it and it presents
like
itself.
we're picking up on the energy in the room. And it's manifesting in those ways, in like orbs and sleep paralysis and bad dreams, and we're like energy sponges.
I definitely do feel that because when I first started like dating bad people like that, I think I looked up narcissists or something because I didn't know until after the fact, and then it just kept popping up, and then it mentioned the empath. So I'm like, well, I do think I'm an empath, and they attract that energy. So
for sure,
yeah, crazy. I do think like maybe you're a little more empathetic or a little more of an empath because I just feel like yours presented itself in all those ways. Where like mine was just like the heavy presence and the bad dreams.
And the thing about this is like people can seem like totally normal people on the outside. Like you would never know. But it's like they still have that in them. It's just like
Jeffrey Dahmer is a great example.
I think he was a bit of a weirdo though.
Yeah, but he like no one suspected that he would do anything, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why it was crazy with him.
So
anyway,
dark energy. It's a real thing.
Yeah. And if you have these sensations, maybe think about the person you're with.
Could be a sign.
But we are not telling you to do one thing over the other, just making you aware. I'm not here for relationship advice because I can't even keep my own. So anyway, we'll see you guys this week for whatever Wednesday.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.